All right, we're going to keep this easy. We're going to jump right into this Amazon Live with Travis Perry, the inventor, founder, owner, Shark Tank star of Chord Buddy, the world's best guitar learning system. And Travis, we didn't play the video this time. Maybe when we end, we'll play the video with you on Shark Tank teaching Robert Herjavec how to play guitar live right on their show. But welcome to Amazon Live. And, we just had Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Today is the week before Giving Tuesday. Actually, Giving Tuesday is going to be next week.
Okay.
But Travis, you with Chord Buddy over the years, you have supported a lot of veterans stuff. Let's just start off with a little bit of that and how Chord Buddy works and how it helps people that have had nerve damage and different items from our veterans.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, I'm glad to be here. I had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everyone out there had a great Thanksgiving. It's been this year has flown by. Golly, it's just, like just yesterday. It was January, but anyway, yeah. So the Chord Buddy, I actually invented this because my daughter, I was trying to teach her to play guitar, and she was having trouble doing it, and she said, it's too hard, Daddy. And I told her the story about me having this idea for a magic gizmo when I was 18. And she says, well, make me one. So that night we made one out of popsicle sticks, rubber grommet, a rubber band, and a big first grade pencil. And it sounded, I'm serious. I mean, I didn't think it would work, to be honest. So we put it on there, and she says, Daddy, invent this. And that's why we're here. And we have sold over 500,000 Chord Buddies. We have changed tens of thousands of lives. And so that's why it was invented, was to people wanting to learn guitar. It's like training wheels. It's like us parents, we put training wheels on the bicycle for little Joey, because we don't want little Joey falling over and skinning his knee and hating the bicycle. So that's why we do this with Chord Buddy. It's training wheels for the guitar. Because listen, guys, guitar is a ton of fun. I mean, it is the most fun you'll have with your clothes on, as I like to say. But it is a hard instrument to play. It hurts your fingers. It kills your fingers in the beginning. Muscle memory's not happening. It's just frustrating. You know what you want it to do, but your daggone brain won't work with you on it. So we take all that out of the picture and we focus on strumming. Let the buttons do the work in the beginning. Lay down your head, Tom Dooley. Lay down your head and cry. Lay down your head, Tom Dooley. Poor boy, you're bound to die. See, guys, all of that right there is done by pressing one button with one finger at the time. See? Lay down then you go to that one. Mother Mary, cook for me. That just popped in my head there. Beatles song. But here's the thing. Then when you start getting ready to learn, guys, when you learn your rhythms, you remove it, and now you're playing the chord yourself. That's the magic with this. That's what so many people miss, is they think, oh, well, that's cool that it makes chords for you, but how do you learn? Well, you learn because you start removing them, just like the training wheels for a bicycle. You start raising them up, so he has to start using more balance, right? So you take this out, you start learning your first chord, then you learn the next chord and the next chord, guys, and within 2 months, you are playing on your own. You don't need Chord Buddy. Now, for the other side of the people that will always need to use Chord Buddy, you always need, that's fine. We have a lot of people. My mother was one, had arthritis, extremely bad, and she had to use Chord Buddy to play. We donate product to wounded warriors. We have a lot of soldiers coming back from battle that's got their hands messed up or digits blown off, or they just had, some damage and they're having to rehabilitate. Well, it's like the doctor at Wounded Warrior says, man, would you rather squeeze a rubber ball or learn how to play the guitar while you're rehabbing? So we've donated a lot to that.
I like that, Travis.
Yeah,
I
oh
like
yeah,
that.
and that's what he said. He said, yeah, they want to squeeze a ball or learn to play the guitar, and then locally we have the Guitar for Vets program that we donate to. In fact, they just bought 16, I think. They just reordered 16 guitars. So because they've got a new class starting in January, and what they do when the vet finishes the class, and I haven't helped with it, so I don't know if it's 3 months or 6 months. I want to think it's 6 months. They get to keep the guitar. If they stay in the class every week, do what they're supposed to, then they get to keep basically $400 guitar package. So anyway, we are very involved with the vets, helping those that have helped us and allow us to live a life like we live, Scott.
You know, I love that, and I'll just remind people that, you know, when Giving Tuesday comes up, there's lots of opportunities, lots of ways, and I encourage you find those organizations in your local community that you can help. And sometimes it's money, but I'll tell you, a lot of those organizations need your time.
Yep.
You know, I was talking to a lady from Special Olympics, and she says, with Special Olympics, and she said, you know, we love the money and it's helpful, but it is better if I can get someone to come and help run one of our events for the athletes. And so Giving Tuesday is coming up. Donate, great. But you know, one of the great things is right here on Amazon. We don't have a link for this. I'll tell you one of the great things to do: socks. You know, buy socks. You can find a great deal here on Amazon. Get a bunch of socks, because I tell you, your church or the Salvation Army or some local shelter is going to say, you know, a lot of our homeless folks need socks. And you say,
you know, I'm not homeless, and I'm glad I'm not homeless, and I praise God for allowing me not to be homeless. But my kids asked me what I wanted, and by coincidence, I actually told them, you know what, I could use some socks. I did. First time I think I've ever said that. But I was looking for some socks the other day, and I said, why have all I got is black long socks? You know, I mean, like you'd wear for dress up. I said, I need some sneaker socks. I couldn't find a single pair. So.
Well, all right. So for those of you who are thinking you want to buy a gift for Travis this year, socks.
Or but underwear. For all of your, I'll take some underwear from time to time. So.
I'm going to say for all of your loved ones, buy music.
Let me tell you a quick story about my daddy when he was in the Army. When he was in basic training, they went 2 weeks, and they had not let him change underwear. And every day, my daddy would say, Sergeant, when can we change underwear? He said, I'll let you know, Private. I'll let you know, Perry. And so another day go by, and you know, they're starting to get a little rank by now. You know, 2 weeks of basic training, running 7 miles a day. And he said, Sergeant, can we change underwear today? And he said, yes, Perry. We're going to change underwear today just because of you. All right, Perry, you change for Smith. Smith, you change for Jones.
Oh, man, I tell you. But I'll tell you, I've got highlighted in the carousel, we've got the Cord Buddy, $44.95. This is a 10% discount. This is a great price for a complete learning system. You get the Cord Buddy unit, which Travis has been demonstrating there, which is a learning system. You learn the rhythm, and then you use the buttons to play the chords. And then you start removing those and putting your fingers on the strings. And in 2 months, you're not using the Cord Buddy at all, but you're putting your fingers on the strings. You get the 2-month lesson plan book. You get the song book with more than 100 songs right in there. And that is everything you need, as long as you have a guitar in the closet or under the bed. And if you don't, I'm going to highlight the combo kit, which has the award-winning Perry guitar there, and then everything that I just mentioned in the Cord Buddy system, plus a tuner, plus picks, everything you need to play music. And Travis, you were playing some Christmas songs last week when we were on.
Tell you, I do. This is the first one I always teach when and I use it as a demo too because it uses 2 chords in the beginning, and it's easy to go from. And listen, when you order your Chord Buddy or your Chord Buddy combo, I'm showing you this because you're going to be playing this Christmas morning. So it just starts with blue, and it goes to red, and it'll come back to blue. Okay, so here we go. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny change nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it close. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call back the red name. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Now all the reindeer love him, and they shouted out with glee, yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
$299, and you can get that complete package. You get the guitar learning system, the song book, the lesson book, a tuner, picks, everything right there for $299 within a order today, and you'll be playing music in the next day or so. And
you'll be playing the music the day you get it.
If you
get it in the morning, you'll be playing in the morning.
You're playing, that you'll be singing Christmas songs this weekend for your family, for that holiday party. Maybe you've got family coming over, or you got a work party, and
man, think of it. Instead of this year, you being the one at the Christmas party with a lampshade on your head. You're the one at the Christmas party with all the girls gathered around you, playing Christmas music, serenading.
There you go.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. That's not the chorus of that one.
But. Well, for people that want something a little smaller, for $49.95, you've got the Amahi ukulele with the Chord Buddy for ukulele as well.
Yep. Let's talk about that and show that to him, Scott.
That's such a beautiful instrument. It sounds great.
If we do the same thing, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, very shiny nose. Do a little reggae feel. See,
there you go.
That's the thing. You can do it with any, if you want to get, like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, well, you might even say it close. So you can change the songs up any way you want to make it fun.
Yep.
Even Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
There you go.
Walking home from my house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandma, we believe. Yes, we believe. It's so much fun. It is. So much.
The thing about ukulele is you can't play sad songs with a ukulele.
Nope.
You can play blues with a ukulele, but it's going to be happy.
Oh yeah. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. And see, I'm doing a little, what's called a pedal move here, Scott. I'm holding the C chord, and I'm pedaling. I hit the C twice, 1, 2. Then I go to the green, which is the F, and I hit it twice, and then back to there. And if you do it, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I'm
cool.
going down the road feeling bad. So it gives you that shuffle feel or that boogie woogie pattern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
this is it's such a versatile instrument. I love the ukulele. I think I've got, I don't know, two or three of them around. The
I mean, guys,
Amahi is a
this is not a
beautiful
toy
thing.
right here. I
No,
mean, this
definitely
is
not.
100% wood. This is no what's my word? Veneer. This is solid wood. Can't say enough about them. In fact, I so much like this company. I'm becoming the national rep for their guitar line. That we may have more of that to come. So
We'll probably might be able to see those later on here
yeah,
on
yeah.
Amazon.
We're just
I
getting the website set up this week. So in 06, I think we probably will be doing some on Amazon. But those guitars, guys, whoa!
Yeah.
Wait till you see them. So
Well, and I
anyway,
tell you, get your taste with the ukulele. I was over on the Big Island in Hawaii, and I saw Taj Mahal play. Taj Mahal and the Hula Blues Band, and those three guys were playing. So Taj was on his Martin guitar, I believe, and then the three guys were playing ukuleles with him. And I guarantee you that Amahi would be perfect on the stage with Taj Mahal.
oh yeah,
You could play that ukulele in a professional setting for $149.95.
guys, I've been playing instruments. I'm 65. I've been playing guitar since I was 8. I'm telling you, I've since we came out with the uke products, I've played entry level ukes. I have played ukes that have cost thousands of dollars. I'm telling you, you cannot hardly tell the difference.
Yep.
I'm not kidding. If you get one, you're not happy with it, 100% guaranteed refund. I'm telling you, this is one of the best ukuleles for the money in the market. Period.
And with if people buy the Chord Buddy and they get it for guitar, not only do you get the songbook with it, but you have additional songbooks. There's the holiday songbook with a lot of Christmas songs. There's a worship one, so people can sing.
We're back on the worship ones right now, but all the rest we have. So.
Boy, I tell you, there's so many different songs that you can play. I mean, thousands of songs, but you've got hundreds and hundreds of them in the songbooks. People you could do a weekend festival just playing songs from the songbooks with Chord Buddy.
Yeah,
you get your own Woodstock going. Put it in your backyard.
Hey, you'll be the hit of the neighborhood. I guarantee it.
I tell you right there. The other thing, Travis, that is included when people buy the combo with the guitar is the tuner, but also, and I've got highlighted, we have what we call the crazy deal, $57.95. You can get the Chord Buddy learning system, the lesson book, the 2-month lesson book, the song book, and the patented Perry guitar, Chord Buddy guitar and ukulele tuner. Actually, it'll tune any instrument. You just clip it right on there with patented string break technology. So if it gets you start winding it too tight and you're risking breaking the string, that thing will come on, turn red, and say, stop.
It almost slap you. But let me tell you how this came about. We have a lot of our products in schools. In fact, I get to go back to Enterprise this Thursday to Coppinville and to Dauphin to check on my students over there. We've got 2 middle schools that's using Chord Buddy. By the way, if you're watching this, when you see it, if you want your child to have guitar or ukulele taught in their school, get up with me. We'll send me an email, travis@chordbuddy.com. But back to this. So I got to getting calls and they said, we need some more strings. We need more E strings. And I mean, it was like they're breaking strings going and coming. I mean, you're going to break a string occasionally, but they were breaking 2 and 3 strings a day. So I said, what's going on? And they said, well, we're to the section on teaching tuning. And they said they get sharp of the note. And I said, they don't know they're sharp of the note. So they keep turning it and it pops. So I said, wow, what if I make a tuner that knows when you're sharp of the note, that knows when you're turning it too far, and it knows you're going to break a string, and it says stop. Well, I did it. So let me explain it. First, let me explain. That's an A, but I named the strings. This is the way I remember them. Goodson, that's my son. Goodson can eat apples. Goodson can eat apples. That's from top to the bottom. So we're on the bottom string. Now, as you can see, that it is left of center, and it is orange. That means we're flat, we're under pitch because it's left of center. Now watch it. It'll start.
And then it's flashing green. Now it's green that it's in tune.
So green is good. Boom. So I'm in tune. Now, what happens if I was like the students and I'm tuning, but I pass the note? So we're going to do that. I'm going to go back flat again, and I'm going to go in tune and past it. So watch it. Green. Oh, we're sharp.
And it says stop, right below that A. It says stop. You're too tight. Back off.
So what I say, then I tell the kids, I said, when you're tuning, tune, you want to go to green. When you see red, stop before you pop your string. Back up to green and go. Boom. So just like a stoplight, green is for go, red is for stop.
That's that again, that's just another great invention that came out of your brain and into the musical world. The Chord Buddy. A little earlier you were playing Rudolph, and Jeff Turner made a comment, and he's absolutely right. He said, "Are you using the pick strum for Rudolph?" In fact, you were using a little advanced version of that style of strumming, and this is where you start with Chord Buddy. When people are learning, they actually start learning what's probably more complicated, the strumming part, right off the bat.
Oh, 100%, Jeff. Thanks for that comment. And Jeff doing a great job teaching people too, by the way, getting a lot of people involved in playing music here locally. So I'm so thankful for him. But yeah, so you can start off with the quarter strum, and that's where I would say start off with Rudolph the Red-Nosed 1, 2, 3. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And then when you get that, we go to what's called the 8th note strum, which would be Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. So it's just down, up, had a very shiny down, up, down, up. Then you go to what's called the pick strum, and that's where you pick. You pick the root of the note, but it's according to what chord you're playing, which will be which string you pick. So on G, it's the top string, and then you strum the bottom 5. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. So that's the pick strum. The alternating pick strum even sounds better, a little harder, more advanced, but sounds better. So you pick the top string and strum. Then you pick the 4th string. So in music, what that is, the top string is the root of the note, which is called the 1. And then the 4th string right there is the 5th of the note. So that's what a bass guitar plays. 1, 5, 1, 5. So if I go back, Rudolph, red-nosed pick, had a very shiny nose. Now when you come to D, you're going to pick the 4th and the one above it, which is the 5th. Bum, bum, bum. So you're playing what the bass guitar would be playing. Pick strum, pick strum, pick strum. So yes, was using the pick strum. But listen, if you don't want to use those strums, you can play the pop strum, like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, may it glows. So again, and I answer this question a lot. Any strum pattern that you're capable of playing, you can use it. And it's according to how you feel. You may want to play it with a little boogie feel. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. So, I went to the wrong chord there. But any strum pattern that you want to play and capable of playing, use it. In fact, branch out a little bit. Don't just play it the way everybody else does. Put your own twist on it. That's what makes the world go round. It's different strokes for different folks.
I like that. Different strums for different folks, but
different strums for different bums.
There we go. Travis, this chord
better
buddy
your
is
music.
a learning
That's
system.
what BUM stands for. Better your music. See,
there you go. I'm just gonna show this part of this little video here that kind of shows the 4 chords. And I'm going to stop it there because that's where you can see that those 4 chords. Yeah, you could pick up a guitar, you could get the chord chart, you could put your fingers on there, and use that quarter strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3. Or learn that strumming. Get your fingers strengthened using the chord buddy, and then start to remove those tabs. We showed it where you remove that D tab and you use your fingers on the strings. And so it is a learning system. Good chord buddy is not a cheat. It's not a way around learning. It's a different way to learn, starting with the strumming instead of the chord fingering.
I tell people, Scott, 40 years ago, when I was, or 50 years ago, when I was trying to learn to ride a bike, my daddy wouldn't dream of putting training wheels on the bike. In fact, they didn't come with training wheels back then. In fact, I don't even think they had training wheels back then. He pushed me down a hill, and God, I fell, screwing up my hand, my knee. I don't want to ride a bicycle, Daddy. I don't want to learn, But that's why training wheels started. It's because we don't want little Joey getting frustrated and not wanting to ride a bike that we just paid $200 for or whatever. Same thing with guitar, guys. It looks fun, and it is. As I said, it's the most fun you can have with your clothes on. But it's not easy, and it is difficult. It's frustrating. But Chord Buddy takes all of that frustration away. And I'm so confident that if you're not satisfied with it, if you don't play a song on the very first day, I'll give you your money back. Is that simple? Yep.
And I've got highlighted in the carousel what Travis calls the crazy deal, which is $57.95. It includes the Chord Buddy learning system, the lesson book, the 2-month lesson book, the song book, which has more than 100 songs in it, and the tuner, the Chord Buddy tuner. And Travis, you've demonstrated in the past.
Scott, I just thought about this because we say award-winning tuner, and
you've demonstrated in the past what happens. Yeah.
But every one of our products, I just thought about that. Our guitar won best bang for the buck. Our tuner won best guitar accessory, and the Chord Buddy won best tools in the schools. We won that the second year we were out. Best tools. They picked this for the best product to be taught in schools, and that's why we're in so many schools. But if it's not in your school, get up with us. Travis at chordbuddy.com.
It's you've done a demonstration in the past where you show what happens when even one string is out of tune. And people, I will just say, need to know how valuable it is to have a tuner, and having the Chord Buddy, the award-winning Chord Buddy tuner, makes life so much better.
Yeah. And I tell people, I don't care if you buy my tuner or not. I think you'd be doing yourself a favor if you did. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you get a tuner and you use it every day. Every time you play your guitar, you check your tuning, because your ear is like a muscle. The more if you use it, train it, it will learn in tune from out of tune. I can't tell you, back before Chord Buddy, when I taught guitar for a living, how many kids I'd come in and I'd say, well, let's tune your guitar, and it sounded like this. Sound like this. Oh God! I'd say it is in tune, and I went, no, it's out of tune. And he said, well, my Uncle Buddy tuned it at the family reunion last year. So I'm sure it was in tune when Uncle Buddy tuned it last year, but it ain't in tune now. In fact, a guitar goes out of tune daily, guys. In fact, a banjo goes out of tune while you're playing the song, doesn't it, Scott? So
I tell you, I've watched those guys tuning on the fly.
Oh, while they're playing a song, so tuning, I cannot tuning and strumming. You have to have both. I don't care how good you're playing a chord or how good you're strumming. If Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a bear. God, that's horrible. But now listen. Oh, what did I do with my tuner? What did I do?
Got over there on the uke there. No? Yeah. There we go.
And luckily, I have several here in my office.
I'm not surprised.
And then boom. And then boom. We're back. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That sounds a little better.
Wow.
So please get a tuner. I'm begging you. Well, you have to have a tuner. And here's the flaw. Somebody said, oh, I know how to tune my guitar to itself. So you come here and then you go to the 5th fret. You make them match up. And let me explain this, and I'll tell you why it's not a good reason to trust this. So if I go, you hear that ain't quite right?
That's right.
So, better. Now they sound exactly the same, but I'm hitting this one and I'm hitting the bottom one. So it's in tune. The thing is that if the string you're tuning to happens to already be flat, then you're going to tune the rest of the guitar flat. Yep. Or if this string, the bottom one, is a little sharp, then you're tuning the whole guitar sharp, and you'll be in tune with nobody that you're playing with except your guitar, and it's going to sound like you're out of tune, like the Rudolph song did a second ago. So.
Well, that's Travis. It makes such a difference to have the right tools, and having a Chord Buddy is one of the right tools for being able to play music. And as you've talked before about how people with arthritis, like your mother had, people who have missing digits, maybe they have some nerve damage, they can still play guitar. Maybe they played guitar in the past, but they can't now. Or maybe they've always wanted to, but because they had a certain condition. So we had a guy that he was born with fingers with digits that were just shorter than normal. Yep. And he couldn't play until the Chord Buddy came along.
Actually, he became a marketing guy for us. Yep. That's how we met. So, but I wanted to show y'all. I won't put the number, but that's one buddy I just called. Exactly what you said. He had a stroke on his left side, and he was a guitar player, very frustrated that he can't play. He was pretty emotional about it. And he bought the Chord Buddy, and it's letting him play again.
Oh boy, I tell you, that's those are the kind of stories, Travis, when people write those in. We had that gentleman who his father was a guitar player and always wanted his son to play, but just didn't stick with it, couldn't get around to it, just didn't do it. His father passed away. He inherited the guitars, had it in the closet, didn't play them, and then they found the chord buddy, and then he wrote a letter and said, Travis, because of your invention, I can play the guitar, and I know my father is looking down from heaven with tears in his eyes, saying, there's my son playing my old guitar.
That's right. Yep. Wonderful letters. And this is one of my favorite ones. And then we'll let people go. We're already past our 30-minute limit we tried to stay to. But I got it. I got an email. And Scott, this was right after Shark Tank, I think. Anyway, got an email. A guy, he was turning 100 years old, and he wanted to learn chord buddy and play Brown Eyed Girl for his wife of I've got his age wrong. He was 80 years old, and he had been married for 60 years. And he wanted to play Brown Eyed Girl for his bride who was brown eyed. So I sent him a chord buddy, and he did it on their 60th wedding anniversary. Yeah. He was able to play Brown Eyed Girl. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. Down in the hollow, we was playing a new game. So he was able to play that. And I mean, that was the first letter, I'll be honest, that sort of moved me. That said, we have a product that changes lives. I mean, it's not a heart valve, as Roger Yates once told me. He said, Travis, we ain't building heart valves. I said, I know, Roger, but what we're building changes lives just as much.
And it does change hearts, I tell you.
Yeah,
music has a way. Music just has a way, Travis.
I've never met anyone that said, you know what, the worst day of my life is when I learned to play the guitar. I've never heard that. I've heard a lot the other way, so.
Yeah, saying, I wish I had kept playing. Wish I had, but you know what?
I wish I hadn't have quit. I can't tell you how many thousands of times I wish I hadn't have quit. Or I wish this had invented. I've heard this more than anything. I wish this was invented when I started, when I was trying to learn.
I'll tell you,
I've heard that tens of thousands of times.
Today is the day. If anyone out there here on Amazon has ever wanted to play guitar, I've got highlighted in the carousel the complete package, the award-winning, 3-time award-winning Travis guitar, the Perry guitar, named Best Bang for the Buck, the Chord Buddy Learning System, the Best in School award winner, and it is a learning system with the 2-month song lesson book, the song book with more than 100 songs. You get the award-winning tuner with a string break technology built right into it. That digital tuner will keep your music sounding great. And then you got picks. And you're going to learn how to strum. You're going to learn all those different styles of strumming, from the quarter strum, the pop strum. There we go. Everything right there, $299 delivered to your house. Music for the holidays.
I think I may get one.
Travis, I would say so. I would do it today. Hey, thanks, Travis, for coming and joining us here on Amazon. Let's come back next week and keep this going, because there are a lot of people out there that want to play music, that want to be able to play Brown Eyed Girl for that significant person in their life. 60 years. What a great story that is. So, but Travis, thank you. I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving holiday, and let's come back next week.
I'll see you next week.
All right, let's go out with the Shark Tank, and we'll talk to you later.
My love is music. I have taught thousands of people to play the guitar. Sadly, I've seen thousands quit. The guitar is the most popular instrument in the world, but yet it is one of the most frustrating. We all want to play the guitar for one reason. You know what it is? To meet chicks. There's 4 buttons. It plays G, D, C, and E minor. With those 4 chords, you can play hundreds of thousands of songs. Y'all, that's done with one button. One finger.
Maybe you're really learning how to play the guitar by pushing a single button. Why are you learning anything?
Oh, man, the question I was waiting for. It is a cheat, I'll be honest, unless it does this. You pull that out. Now, instead of pressing a button, you're really playing a chord. We have a patented 2-month learning system.
Whenever I drive down the street with my girls and a good guitar riff comes on, I want to be a rock star so bad. If you can teach me how to play the guitar...
I promise you I can right now. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, I'll play, you sing.
Match the red one.
The red one?
Uh-huh. Amazing grace, green, just a green, just a green. How sweet, back to blue, the sound that saved.
We're jamming, baby!
A rich, go to red, like me.
Woo!
Y'all, what you've just seen him do would take at least 2 months.
That's true.
All right. Well, I just want to thank everybody for joining us here on Amazon Live and with Travis Perry, the inventor, founder, Shark Tank star winner. Got a deal with Robert Herjavec, season 3, episode 3, and you can find that right here on Amazon. I'll probably add that into the carousel next time we come back around. A lot of people, I'm just going to take a quick moment. A lot of people ask me what the microphone is that I'm using. It's the RE20. It's Electro Voice RE20. It's the one I've been using for years. It's a standard microphone. Highlighted in the carousel. If you're interested, click on it, take a look. But with that, I'm just going to say to everybody, Merry Christmas. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving time. And we are in the midst of the holiday season. And Chord Buddy is here in the carousel. You can get the Chord Buddy with the complete learning system. You can get the complete package with the Perry guitar, the tuner, the lesson plans, the songbooks, picks, everything right there. You can also get the ukulele, and that's the Amahi ukulele, the complete package. Again, learning system, songbook, the Amahi ukulele. Just click on it, take a look. That is a beautiful package, $149.95 for a complete system, $299 for the complete guitar package. You can't find an entry-level guitar for $299. It sounds good. This is the award-winning Perry guitar right here on Amazon. I'm just going to say to everybody, Merry Christmas and have a fabulous day.